first time going live on Shorts, and let's get talking. Let's get talking. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to see how we can build this side and then also talk about a few things. So yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. The topic is already there for you to see. Shatta Wale and the mother. There's a lot of things happening, and I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say. A lot of people have things to say, especially when it's about Shatta Wale, the African dancehall king. One of the greatest artists we have in Ghana and Africa at large. Yeah, whose works speaks for himself, but a lot of people belittle him simply because he speaks his mind. But for those of us who are privileged enough to take our time to go through his works, observe how he moves, how he behaves, and all that. We will never stop talking about who he is as a person and will not join the so called bandwagon of people who try to just belittle and talk about him anyhow they so please. Welcome, and as I said, we are talking about Shatta Wale and the mother. In recent times, just a few days ago, a video of Shatta Wale's biological mother. Now, let me distinguish the two. A video of Shatta Wale's biological mother. Now, Shatta Wale has two mothers, right? We have the biological mother and the stepmom, Mama Elsie, right? Who has passed on, right? And in a video recently, Shatta Wale, as a honor, as a gesture, decided to shave his hair, which is very important because that's a brand. The hair we've come to know Shatta Wale for is like his brand, and so for him to actually come to terms with wanting to cut it down entirely for someone, that tells you the level of respect the person, Shatta Wale, has for the person. Shatta Wale did a live video where he spoke fondly of the stepmother, right? And how she's been there for him. But then the main topic for today is about Shatta Wale's biological mother. Now, in the video, if you've actually watched it, you would hear Shatta Wale's mother talking about the fact that she's struggling, she's going through stuff, and that Shatta Wale is not taking care of her. I understand all that. I do really understand all that. Now, I'm not here to take sides whatsoever, but I'm here to also let you guys know that, you know, today Shatta is in the public domain, right? And so it's the same thing also for all other celebrities that are in the public domain. And in as much as we may want to always like um, chastise him, talk about him, and all that kind of stuff, we should also know that he's a human being after all, right? He is a human being, and you can't really bash somebody you don't know anything about. Now, the fact that Shatta hasn't come out to say anything about this whole thing doesn't mean what the mother is saying is true. You get it? Um, who do you call a mother? Is it someone who gave birth to you or someone who actually took care of you? Who will you place in your books as your mother? People have different ways they look at it no matter what. Guys, I can see you. Talk to me in the comment section. I'm new to this. How do you call it? Shorts live, and also we are just doing it together. Write to me if you have questions you can ask. I can answer it directly and all. Yeah. So it's wait a minute. Let me just set this up and also see something. How the whole thing goes. So chats is on. Everyone can participate. Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good. Chats is on already. Yeah. Let me also see if I can do something else on this side. Um, not a top chat. Allow show every messages, including potential spam. Yeah. Let me show all messages. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Yeah. Let's continue on. Let's continue on. When you write a message, I will definitely see and I'll reply you. Yeah. So as I was saying, who do you actually look at? How who do you decide is your mother? We all have biological mothers, but we've also come to. Sorry, I'll speak up. I'll speak up now. I hope it's good. Emmanuel Opariansan, I hope it's good. Can you hear me now? Well, can you hear me now? Kindly let me know quickly so that I can proceed. If you can hear me, just write yes so that I can proceed from there. You say my voice is low and you can't hear. Okay, okay, thank you very much. So what I'm saying is that when it comes to motherhood, we have the biological mother who is the one who gave birth to you, who carried you for, in Shatta Wale's case, 13 months, 13 months, 1 3. The father confirmed it, the mother confirmed it, Shatta Wale also confirmed it himself. 13 solid months, And the thing is, we all grow and come to identify other people in society who do more than our biological mothers did for us. And so we also see them as mothers, in general. Yeah. And this is one of the things where I want us to look at that, Shatta Wale is not a saint. Shatta Wale is not a perfect person. The lack we have, which a lot of people fail to note, is that the only contract we have with Shatta Wale or any artist or any celebrity or any big person out there who is famous is the service they provide and not their private lives, right? Shatta Wale's service he provides is two things. No, three things actually. He provides music. He provides motivation based on his lives, his Instagram lives, the Facebook lives, and then the TikTok lives. He provides motivation and provides comedy, laughter. So he's in three folds. He provides us music, he provides us motivation, and he provides us comedy, comic relief, so that people will just go about. That's why he qualifies himself or he classifies himself as an entertainer. That is the only social contract we have with him. Nothing else. Anything he does in private, who he chooses to lay in bed with, who he chooses to give his money to, whatever thing it is his private issue, right? It's the same like you and I. What I do in private, you do not know. What you do in private, I do not know. And so, if we think that someone is in the public domain and for that reason we are going to just chastise them and just speak ill of them anytime, any opportunity we get, then we are not doing good to ourselves. Neither are we doing good to the person himself. You get it? There are spirits that control this world. There are energies that surround us. There are energies that bothers our lines, our territories and all that kind of stuff. The thing is that if you don't know what someone guards himself with, you just don't open your mouth and talk anyhow. You get it? We will never know what might have transpired between Shatta and his and the mother, right? We will never know. We will never know. There are things that they might have spoken about in private. There are obligations that needs to be met that maybe a party hasn't met, right? But anytime some of these things come into public domain, we always look at the emotional part of things. Like we always look at emotional side of things where we are quick to sympathize with, especially if it is women and children. It's always about the woman, it's always about the children. And there is nothing like let's listen to the other side too. Shatta Wale is a human being for Christ's sake, right? And Shatta Wale is not the only sibling to the biological mother. You have two sisters, right? And Shatta Wale himself, right? Two sisters and Shatta Wale himself. If there are any stepchildren also elsewhere, I do not know. But there are things along the lines, right? Out of all these siblings, Shatta Wale is the only person in the public domain. Shatta Wale is the only person who is famous. But is Shatta Wale the only person who is rich? Is Shatta Wale the only person who is well to do? Because the other people are not putting their business out there. So do we even know what they carry in their private lives? So the question is, for me, when I see such a video coming from the mother, I feel two things. I feel sorry. That's the first part. I feel sorry for the woman for everything that could possibly be going wrong in her life, for her to have that courage to want to put such a video out there. I feel sorry. That is one thing. The second part is Why? These are the two things. But my why, or the why to that whole thing, comes in different folds. One, what is the motivation behind doing the video? Is it coming from herself? I mean, she's old. She's not social media savvy. And so, how would she just do a video and share it out there for it to get to the public domain and all that stuff? I'm not saying she's not learned. I've heard her speak. I know she knows what she's about, right? But in as much as she knows what she's about, she's not the type of person who strikes me as someone who is socially present on all social media fronts, right? So definitely, someone might have said, record the video and let me put it out. But who is it? And why? What is the motivation behind that? Now, you carried a child for for everybody else 9 months, but for you 13 solid months. And yet you choose to put that child out there to public scrutiny. This is the same child that almost every Ghanaian likes to say bad things about simply because he's outspoken, because of his experiences and all that. Now, because of the broken home, that the mother and father separating due to whatever happens that we are not privy to. Now, mind you, whatever that happened between Shatta Wale and the mother, we do not know fully. There are some things you may hear one or two things about, and you think that, yeah, you have the full information, but you do not have the full gist. We don't have the full gist. I can never come and sit here and speak as if I know Shatta Wale in and out. No, not at all. I like the young man for what he does. I like his music. I like the contract we have as the social construct, what I talked about. The music, comedy, motivation. And I think he is doing something positive with his life, with the struggles he's gone through. And this is my little support I can offer him, right? That is just it. I have no right, I have no authority to pry into his private life. And this goes to all of us. You know, it goes to all of us. And sometimes we get way over in our heads and we think that simply because he is Shatta Wale, we can say any and everything we care about the person. You know, anything that just comes to mind, we just want to put it out there and spew garbage. Now, you carry someone in your belly for 13 months in the case of Shatta Wale. And as a mother who protects your child, you come and put your child out there in the public domain. Come on. Aren't there family members and how you can get access to? In recent times, one thing we've actually seen that is very positive around the Shatta Wale brand is Sammy Flex, right? Sammy Flex's official number, it's out there for anybody who is looking for it to see and get. And if you get access to Sammy Flex, no matter who you are, whatever information you give to Sammy Flex, he will give it to Shatta Wale. That is the type of management we have surrounding Shatta Wale right now, right? Which is a good thing. And so I don't think it will be difficult for Mama to call Sammy Flex and say, here is Shatta Wale's mother. I'm trying to reach my son. I don't have money. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have this. I don't have that. I need something to do it. There is always a way. But for you to skip all that, skip all family members, skip all people you can get access to get to your son and put this thing out there in the public, only leaves me to think there is another motive behind it. And whatever the reasoning is, I can't tell, but it's sad to see. Like I said, I felt sorry. And then I started asking questions. And my question is, why? Why Shatta Wale? Why not your daughters? Shatta Wale is not your only child. So if Shatta isn't doing it because of something that might have happened between you, why aren't the other kids doing it too? You know? And as the divorce happened, I'm sure you went on with your life, because Shatta Wale has narrated severally that he suffered from broken home. And he even saw himself bathing in the public spaces, holding buckets and all that. And that thing came to reality when the father threw him out of the house. Right? So this guy was born with a silver spoon in his mouth Yet, because of broken home, he had to go to the streets and suffer. But guess what? With the pain and everything, he built his life right from there. Now, none of us can deny the fact that Shatta Wale tried to have a relationship with the mother, because there's been times when Shatta Wale even came public with the mother in pictures, wrote some beautiful things about the mother and all that stuff, and has done things. Even when he bought a car for the mother some time back and all that stuff, right? But these are just things in the public domain. Now you ask yourself, what are the things that are not in the public domain? What are the things that are not in the public domain? That is what I ask myself, right? So if it is not in the public domain, then we are not fully equipped to be the judge of anything that is happening, right? Individually, we have the relationship we have with the women in our lives, our mothers, our wives, our girlfriends, people we respect, our in-laws, whatsoever. Everybody has a relationship with a woman whatsoever, however you want to look at it. But the question is, how do you treat the women in your life? How do you treat those women in your life? Do you honor them with respect? I feel some sort of burning sensation in my eye. That's why I keep on. Sorry, guys. So, how do you treat the women in your life? So, this thing that we always say, when you point your finger at someone, look, all the rest, all what is left is pointing back towards you. And so, most of the times, it is up to us to really, when things like this happen, we question. I always, when I saw the thing happen, I was also telling myself that, what is the relationship between myself and my mother, right? Am I doing well by my mother? The fact that I'm not in the public domain like that, like what Shatta Wale is or who Shatta Wale is, doesn't give me the opportunity to question myself and my choices and my life decisions that I've made concerning my mother, right? And this thing goes beyond just anyone who you qualify, who you call your biological mother. It actually extends to people who have helped you, people you find worthy of having been a mother to you one point in time. The thing is, what is the relationship? How do you relate to them? Right? How do you relate to them? And in as much as we enjoy negativity as Ghanaians, I think we should start looking into aspects of negative issues that happen around us as a way of questioning our personal lives. Question our lives and take a distinctive direction as to how we want to position ourselves. Because guess what? One day, you might be in the public. Thank God we have social media. Even if you don't want to put your face to camera, something might happen to you one day and someone will just put you out there and you will go viral. Then you will understand how it feels for someone to put you out there on blast to just talk about you. So for me, when I see these things, I see them as an opportunity for me to point the finger towards me and ask questions, which I think we should all do. So you ask questions and ask, are you living right by yourself, by your own personal principles, by your own standards? Are you living right by yourself? These are the things I think we should be looking at. It doesn't matter. You see, when these things happen, we shouldn't look at the person on the plate, on the chopping board. It's not about Shatta Wale. It's not about Stonebwoy. It's not about Sarkodie. It's not about Black Sherif. It's not about any artist you know or follow. It is about the lessons, the experience, and the things we can apply to our lives to foster our energies in the right way to get to the successes we so deserve in our lives. That is what matters. How impactful are you as a person? What is your calling? What are you here for? So when you see someone going down, so to say, by way of negative publicity and the things that are out there in the media that makes people jubilate and say all sort of things, no, I would rather look at it from a different aspect and say, what can I do better? Because it could happen to me too. You know, whatever we point our fingers at can equally happen to us too. So, guys, I want us to see, when sometimes you may not say the things too. If you're here and you're watching me and you haven't commented on anything like that, good for you. But you know how we all contribute to these things. Let's say you watch a video and you see someone saying something that is evil towards another person, someone wrongfully judging somebody else. When you see it and you don't comment on it, right? You just tell them, you don't tell them, bro, what you're saying is not good. Stop it. You are equally contributing to it. Because that willpower you had at that moment in time to watch it could also be equally used to chastise and say, hey, bro, it's someone's family business. If you don't know it, please shush. Recently, I was in an interview while I was in Ghana, and I was asked about medical and Fela Makafui, and I decided there's nothing to say. There is absolutely nothing to say because I had the opportunities to meet Medical and Fela when they came to Germany to perform. Beautiful people. I don't have anything wrong to say about them. They haven't wronged me in any way. I haven't experienced anything bad from them. I just saw two wonderful young individuals pushing forward in their lives and trying to get the best for themselves. And so if today something happens in the comfort of their homes, one which I'm not present in, what gives me the right to come out and share in the negativity because everybody else is talking about it for me to say it's good or bad? There's nothing to say. There is nothing to say at all. Right? So I'm not coming here to say, yeah, Shatta Wale is so, like what people say, Shatta Wale is rich and you're not taking care of him. Even now, when you go across social media, any post Shatta Wale makes or anybody makes a post anywhere, you will see people write, yeah, go and take care of your mother. You have money. Go and take care of your mother. You're not taking care of your mother. You're not taking care of your mother. You have all the money you have. What are you doing with it? Upon all the money you have, what are you doing with it? Etc. People are just saying all sort of, excuse my language, nonsense. And I keep asking myself that you have no access to these people. See, you have no access. Even look at me. I don't have any influence. I'm just a young man sitting in my corner, and whenever something pricks my interest, I like to talk about it. Finished. But look at the magnitude of Shatta Wale. And even with me, I don't put everything out there. Whatever I do with my life, you do not know. What you do with your life, I do not know. Right? And it just pricks my mind that we can just sit down and just, for the sake of social media likes, social media hype, social media praise, and being the man of the moment, we can say any and everything that just hits our brains. I just don't get it. See, some people think that I am Shatta Wale biased or something, or I can't do without him or something. No, not at all. I think Shatta Wale is a case study for all of us, no matter how you look at it, no matter what your preference is whatsoever. If Shatta Wale asked me to drink poison, I'm not going to drink it because I know what poison contains. But his life is an example to us. This is somebody who is putting everything on the line for us to learn, right? He is putting his life out there on the line that, see, I am an example. Learn from me. Learn from me. So we can do it, but we decide not to. Guys, if you're watching so far and you like the content, what we're talking about, please share so that other people can also tap in and we can talk. And if you have questions, you can ask me. You can ask me too, and I will definitely answer you. Right. So it's very, I don't get it. I don't get it. So Shatta Wale's biological mother, whoever asked her, whoever pushed her to put these things out there, I don't know. But if you've noticed something, almost every year something like this comes out. Everything will be quiet, and when it looks like Shatta Wale is trying to come up there, then you will see these things come up. So what is actually happening? Recent times that you just see out of nowhere, the energies surrounding Shatta Wale, his spirit, start throwing songs at him. Out of nowhere, a song like I Know, that was released like 4 months ago, blows. Killer Jimmy doing amazing. Minamino Sin, a song that started as a way people didn't even vibe with. All of a sudden, we are in July and Shatta Wale has about 4 or 5 hit songs out there. And every song he's producing is like there is some alignment that people feel like a rebirth and are connecting with the Shatta Wale they connected with in 2004, and the bandana they connected with in 2004, coming down to the second coming at the VGMA where he had a fracas with Kaki, you know, and right from that angle to when we heard Dancehall King, and then gradually coming out there and then giving us the back to back to back to back songs that we know him for, that blew him completely. That image of Shatta Wale is surfacing. People are connecting to that person. And then all of a sudden, this time it's not about some media men putting him in the studios to talk. It's more like a camera on him. But go watch the video very well and look where his eyes keep looking. Go watch the video again and you will understand what I mean. Sometimes if you're being instructed, you are never sure. You take cue to understand, am I going the right way? Should I follow this path? Am I following the right path? Jake's illustration, I see you, bro. Bless you. Let me give it a shout out to some of you who have joined. Emmanuel Opari Ansa says your voice is low. That was corrected already. William Ado says yes. That was when I was asking about the sound. Richard Lai is also here. Richard Pate Kwabla, thanks for educating us. God richly bless you. Bless you too, Richard. Bless you too. George Akoy says yes. Shatta Dollar gave me a tutor and you to take one. Yeah, Dora Takbam said, I always like your point of view. Thank you very much. Thank you. Without you guys, there's no Mordin. Thank you very much. Fire GH says, this is my man, Mordin. Hey, are you sure? Charlie Fire GH, salute to you. Victoria Wood says, greetings to you, my bro. Longest time. One love. Greetings to you too. Longest time. I did here. I did, pan. You can always send me a message on Facebook, and yeah, we can connect over there, or even Instagram, and I'll respond to you. Gamma Sajin. Oh, ni ashite. Charlie, this is my brother from China. Charlie, thank you very much. Keep up the great work, bro. Still waiting on your call. Oh, Charlie, I'll call. Then we have Epignosis Visual Mordin. You are too much when it comes to wisdom. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just try my best to just speak what's on my mind. It is up to you guys to judge and to position it where it fits. Yeah, I just try. Yeah, so as I'm saying, if you see anyone out there trying to put negativity across board, guys, let's move far away from it. Let's move far away from it. It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help anyone. And it's sad. It's sad, especially for Shatta Wale, because the only crime he committed was to be an entertainer and be in the public domain. That's his only crime. And the fact that we have a young man that speaks his mind and is not timid of what the typical Ghanaian is, yeah, it's sad, It's sad. So yeah, I think that'll be all. That's just my take on this whole thing. Let me know what you think. I wanted us to have a conversation. I don't know what you guys think. Let's do just a short Q&A here for like 2-3 minutes, and then we'll just log off. So if you have a question you want to ask me, I can just take it in and answer it. So Richard Jabin says, wisdom is talking. Thank you. Then Epignosis Visual say, we need the likes of you in the industry. Thank you. Jigs Illustration says, I always felt like it's Shatta Wale against the world. Yes. It's not only a feeling, but the thing about this statement also is the fact that truly, when it comes to Ghana, right, I can tell you on authority that almost anyone out there who also speaks evil about Shatta Wale actually truly loves him. Just that we found ourselves in an era where most young people are desperate. Most young people are broken because of the system, because of the country, because of the politics, because of the social structures that are not in place. And so everybody is trying to fend for themselves. And so a lot of people are now on social media and tapping into negativity, and that is what is steering their path. And they feel they can hide behind keyboards and the phones to say any and everything they so wish. So sometimes it's just misplaced anger, right? They just want to vent it somewhere else, and it doesn't matter if it is someone they love or someone they care about. But if Ghanaians truly hated him or didn't like him, it will reflect in his shows, right? It will definitely reflect in his shows, the numerous shows he gets booked for and all that kind of stuff. And today, he single-handedly has this power where no Ghanaian artists have, which is Shatta Wale can be announced a day before a show and it will be packed, right? That is a blessing. That is something that doesn't just happen. You have to be loved. See, for what is the greatest form of love when someone has their own agenda, their own plan, their own schedule, but then they get an announcement that, hey, be there for this person, and then they put everything aside to show up. Right. So people do love Shatta Wale. People do love Shatta Wale, right? Yeah. So Adamu Isaka says wisdom. Then Gama Sajin says, what would be your best advice to Shatta Wale on this issue? To stay mute. And he's actually doing it to repurpose himself and just work, doing his music and all that kind of stuff, because Ghanaians will not stop talking. We won't stop talking. Our people will never stop talking. Tongues will wag. It will always go like that. We never stop talking. So it's a family issue. I still don't know exactly what is happening behind closed doors, right? And we don't know the full picture as to whether, for me to come and say that, oh, you should go and look for the mother and give the mother something, may be wrong, because maybe he has done it, right? For all we know, perhaps, let's say, Shatta Wale might have already done A, B, C, and D to the mother. So let me put it in perspective. Maybe Shatta Wale might have already given the mother some amount of money, certain things, and position the mother somewhere. But then there is what you give versus the person's expectation too. And so, for example, if you expect me to give you $1 million, and I'm also looking at you and I'm like, you can survive on $10,000, and I give you $10,000, you would definitely not consider what I've done, what I've given to you, or what I did as any form of help, right? So there is this distinction over there. And so long as we don't know the true picture, what if tomorrow the same Shatta Wale's mother comes out to say that, oh, my son actually gives me 5,000 cedis every month, but because I think he's big, he's huge, and I need 20,000 cedis every month, and he refuses to give me, that's why I did all I did. how will you all feel then, So it's a bit tricky. And so I would say he should be mute, but we all know Shatta Wale. Yeah, Shatta Wale is mostly instinctive and he comes out to say the things as he pleases. But always look at something. When it comes to family, there's a different way he reacts. Yeah. If you pay attention to him, he's always very like minimal on the things he says, right? But I'm even quite surprised that in his life, Shatta Wale was full of praise for the stepmother, right? The stepmother, I think Mama Elsie, was full of praise for her and spoke from the depths of his heart to let us know that, nah, this is somebody who actually acted like a mother for him. And like I was saying in the beginning, for Shatta Wale to actually decide to get rid of his brand, which is the hair, to like go cut it off because of this woman, the woman is now has moved on to the other world, like is dead, is passed on, right? And because of this, Shatta Wale this is not a biological mother. Because of this, Shatta Wale has decided to just cut off everything and to honor her, and it's something significant. Why aren't we talking about that instead? Why? And it's funny, this video just surfaced right after Shatta Wale did that thing. Could it also be that there is some sort of jealousy in there that I gave birth to you, I carried you for 13 months. I keep saying 13 months because it's been confirmed by Shatta Wale's father and the mother and Shatta Wale himself that Shatta Wale was carried in the belly for 13 months. So he's not your average 9 months or 10 months kid, right? So could it be that after the video Shatta Wale did, speaking so highly of the stepmother, this other video was engineered, right? Just to sidetrack the whole thing? I don't know. And some of the things we can never know. That's why it's good to always stay away from it, in a way. So that is it. Let me go to Jake's illustration. It says that Shatta should hire you as his official spokesperson. You bring across the point that even his haters have to listen. Shatta, funny, thank you though. Shatta has a nice way of actually speaking his mind, but it's more of when he's calm. But when he's calm, no one listens to him. That's just the sad part, Dora Takfam. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I hope you forgive me. You say you make me cry. It's true. Everything is going well. All of a sudden, bad news. Yeah, you see, Richard Pate Kobler says the mother allowed herself to be used against her son. And these are some of the things. But as to whether she was allowed, you see, let me tell you guys something. I went to Regional Maritime, right? Regional Maritime. To anybody over here who has been to Regional Maritime before, big ups to you. When I went to Regional Maritime, one of the first times we went to the workshop, there was a big inscription there at the workshop, and it simply states, accidents are not caused. No, sorry. Accidents don't just happen, they are caused, right? Accidents don't just happen, they are caused. And so that's why it's a bit dicey to just blame, to say that a mother has allowed herself to be used, right? Maybe, yes, that's what we could say because of where your heart is. Where your heart is where you align to, in a way, right? But in as much as we have the might to say any and everything that we can or we think we should also be careful, because it could also be that Shatta might have done something to trigger the mom coming out this way. Maybe. And like I said, accidents don't just happen, they are caused. It also implies that both the victim and the accused are all equally committed in the whole thing in some way. So unless the actual truth is out there in the public, we should be very careful of who we scrutinize or which side we actually take, So Dora again says that I'm not this week because of Shatta Wale, the way they're talking about him. Or like you're weak, or you're feeling sad this week or something like that. You mean Gamasa, he says entitlement, jealousy, pull him down behavior are the reasons behind the senseless issues. Oh, Charlie, I can't say for sure. But let's see how it unfolds. And then Eddie Echo says, we also have had bad mother, likewise father. You see, there are different sides. Latif Mohammed says fire emoji. And then Echo says, my problem is why do you, referring to the mother, why does the mother have to bring this matter to social media? That is the thing, right? We can never say, because look at something. If you look at the hen, whenever the hen hatches its chicks, and they go out to eat, to teach them how to feed, the mother is always being defensive, protective, and all that kind of stuff, right? So the reason why there is warmth all the time with our mothers is in the sense of cover that we get, right? The overall cover that we get sometimes. And for compassion, and for anybody who has the how do you call it? It's compassion. Tima, it's the mothers usually. And so no mother will sit down for an outsider to just talk down their children or their child. No one. And for you to decide to bring your child in the public domain, that's why I'm saying that there could also be something, but I can't really say. I can't really say. All I can say is that we, the bystanders, we, the bystanders who are on social media, we should be careful about what we say with our mouths before we attract any negativity into our lives. Because if you understand things in the spiritual realm, then you will understand that there are energies prying around. There are energies that govern Shatta Wale. There are energies that govern the mother, right? And everything that is happening right here. And so if you don't know how to talk and you just go and say anything because you think you can and you're on social media, you might be pulling some curses in your life without even knowing it. You get it? You might just be pulling some curses in your life that you might just not know anything about. So we just have to be a bit careful how we do these things. How we do these things. Let me take one or two questions or suggestions from you guys, and then we can just call it a day. I think this live is quite cool. I'm enjoying it. It makes me just flow freely. I like to also just flow freely. If you guys don't know, almost all the videos I do, about 99.99% of the videos I do, I don't script anything. I just know the topic of head. I set the camera and then I talk. There's been a few where I just want to highlight on certain points and I would write the bullet points. But aside that, I just like to free flow most of the time. So let me know if you would want us to do this live maybe almost every day or any other day when I'm free. Kindly let me know. Just write yes, 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 or something, or let's do it so that I'll know what to do. And please share the video so that other people can also see and then we can grow it from here, because I think the live video is easier. Then probably I could cut a part of it and just post it as the normal video out there. Yeah, so that we do. So yeah. So Gama Sajin say yes, yes, yes. Okay, thank you. Fire G says, my man Mordin, if Shatta Wale gives you an audience with him that advise him about his mother's issue, what would be your advice? About the mother's issue? Yeah, I just said it should be silent about the whole thing, and try to, whatever it is, it's family. Everything needs to be behind the scenes. I can't go advising someone if I don't know the whole picture, because then you may be giving the wrong advice in the first place. I don't know if you get me. Imagine I hear a one-sided story and I don't know the whole truth, and then you just jump to give an advice. You could be committing yourself because the advice is not fully centered on information that is relevant, that could even help the person moving forward. But I know Shatta Wale is deep. We all know Shatta Wale. When you listen to his music, he's able to vent his sense and the intelligence that he has in his music, right? He's able to do that. And so if you listen to his music, most of times he puts everything out there. But publicly, it's difficult for you to decipher the things he says, the intelligence in his conversation, because he's mostly venting, right? And for someone who vents, then it's like that. So I kind of like understand. But I've also listened to Shatta Wale talking like on a quiet, and he speaks a lot detailed stuff, and you can't change him because that's who he is as a person. So he's able to pour out the most information on. You see, when this whole Blacko saga happened and people were trying to compare him to certain things and all that, then we got On God. And when you listen to On God, you feel the pain in there. You feel the pain, the emotions, and everything was communicated in there in the song, right? And now, when you listen to Killer Jimmy, for example, also there is an issue that a lot of people maybe don't know what I'm not talking about. There is a line in there where you say, "I miss Kumoji," right? And yeah, there's word on the street that Kumoji is currently serving some term in Dubai. I don't know how true that is, right? But Shatta Wale has a way of piecing information together and pushing things out there in the universe. But it's always through his music, and most of the times you need to understand multiple languages to actually understand him because he likes to do pidgin Ga, some words of tree and some, you know, empatwa. So and oh sorry, and Hausa. I don't understand Hausa. Yeah, so sometimes you have to be. I jealous people who actually understand pidgin, Hausa, Ga, and Chi, and who can understand his lyrics 100%. I get it 90% of the times, but sometimes one word can mean a whole lot. And he's deep like that on that level. He's deep like that on that level, right? So Eddie Echo says, "It's my prayer that Shatta Wale will keep mute." Hopefully he does. Latif says KO. I don't know what KO means. Yeah. So Fire GA says once a week live video can help a lot. Okay, good. I think we can work with that also. Once a week will be cool. But me, if I feel like I should go live again tomorrow, I will go live. No, then we do them quick, because I'm enjoying this. I actually like it. I actually like it, especially on the shorts thing. I like it. It feels good. It feels good. Boatin Bright Opoku says, "Keep it up, bro. Thank you very much." Eddie Echo says, "Mordin, honestly, I love you and admire your works." Thank you. I love you too, bro. Charlie, I keep saying that you guys are the ones that keep pushing my works. I don't consider myself any person whatsoever. All I know is that I can come and sit here and just, just you know what I mean, just talk. And if my spirits guide me well and it makes sense, then it makes sense. And feel free, if I say anything, I'm human. If I say anything that doesn't go well or you object to it, you can also bring it out, let me know, and that's how we all learn, and we can always move like in a better way. So it's 47 minutes, and I think it's time for us to sign out. And okay, there are some messages coming out. So Fire G says, "Modin, I'm an SM fan base PRO in Takra. The entire Tadi fan base. Okay, Shatta Wale is in depth in what he does, and he carries some lovely atmosphere, which is the aura. Yeah, that is the aura you're talking. The lovely atmosphere is the aura, which you always want to be with him. I met him once, and I'm happy always. You see, this thing is very beautiful. And funny enough, yeah, guys, funny enough, I've never met Shatta Wale one on one. Yeah, I've never seen him like this one on one but I've seen him before. There was the first time he was signed by, I think that was in 2017 or so. I was in Ghana and he had to perform at the Accra Mall, but it was only just for a small group of people, maybe like 500 people or so, not more, right? At the forecourt of the Accra Mall. If you've been to the Accra Mall, you see where all those food eateries are. Yeah, that forecourt over there. So he was there with Captain Adiself and Natalie and the rest of the guys, right? And that was actually my first time seeing him like this. Gani. It was not far, maybe just like 10 meters away from where I was standing or something like that. Very good. He carries that aura. So I understand what you're talking about. It's just like Rollins, right? You may not like him from afar. You may say all what you say, but when the person comes to you personally, then you say. So far, I've only been to 2 shows of Shatta Wale. The one I just mentioned at Accra Mall, and then also he performed in Germany one time, and I was there actually. I did a live feed for the SM to the World platform on Facebook. Yeah, they gave me access that night, and I did live the Fusket Shatta Bobby gave me access to the platform that day, and I did that cover. And it was also the first time I met this guy of who's his Fala Nation. Oh, the guy Shatta Wale blogged recently, and he's been going on and on saying negative things about Shatta Wale. He recently got jammed at the UK when Shatta Wale went to help medical show or the Lumba show. No, yeah, he was jammed recently. I've forgotten the name. I met him also. Very nice dude, actually. He was drunk that day though, but it's a very nice dude. Yeah. But yeah, so far that is it. I don't know when I'm going to have to meet him personally, but I don't mind. I love him regardless, wherever he is. I love his works. I love what he does. I like what he stands for. And I like the fact that we have someone like this in today's day and age to help inspire a lot of young people, especially from the ghettos, from the streets. And I like the fact that he saw two lives, right? He saw right from his home, officially where he was born, where everything was rosy for him and all that, but had to go onto the streets to actually experience how people live, you know? So life in the ghettos and all that, and it's a different level. It's a different thing. If you don't know it, you don't know it, right? But anyway, so big up to you, Fire GH. And then Dora says, say hello to Jigs Illustrations. I miss yeah, Jigsy. So Jigsy also has some videos. Go watch his old videos and all that kind of stuff. My brother has been going through a lot of rough patches. He explained a few things in a video also, so you can go watch his videos, and gradually he'll be back to reacting videos and all that. Go support his old videos and all that. Jigsy Illustrations is the man. Reaction God, man. Go support him. So Fire says, more love, Mordin. More love to you, man. And Dora says, God bless you. I'm happy to hear from you this afternoon. Me too. Thank you for all connecting with me. Thank you all for connecting with me today. Everybody who showed up on the live, thank you all. We will do this again. Peace and one love. Share the video, let people see it, and let's grow it. Now I'm also being very active on Facebook. I'll be sharing videos on Facebook also. I might even go live on Facebook also from here. So maybe we can, yeah, Whistler Finito. Thank you very much. Whistler Finito is the name, right? So I might even go live on Facebook also from here. Maybe, I don't know. Or I might share this video over there on Facebook. I don't know. But guys, thank you very much. And then we see another time. Yeah, share the videos, and we take it out from there. Yeah. Let me read the last comment. George Akoy says, Mordin, bless you. You are spiritual. We are spiritually supporters of Shatta Wale, and we contribute secretly. That's very good. Thank you very much. Yeah, bless you. Ciao.